Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys New Beauty Part 2, which is the drugstore version. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. So drugstore products are not something that I get to share a lot about, especially in the past few years. And in the beginning of my channel, my god, it's been almost 6 years. About 6 years ago, I did share a lot more drugstore products because at that time, beginning with makeup and my passion for makeup, the most accessible thing was really drugstore, and I was very intrigued by the drugstore actually because I used to always just go straight onto the department store when there were a lot of amazing products that you can find in the drugstore. So it's been quite a while since I've done a haul or even really looked at what the drugstore section or the cosmetics section in the drugstore had, because I don't know, I just kind of lost interest, and it seems like everything that they would come out with was the same. But as the new year came in this year, and being in Vancouver where we get almost exactly the same thing, if there is any delay in terms of product releases or collections, it's not as far off as when you're in Asia, where sometimes we don't even get it. So it was very exciting for me to see all these new things, and I've really found a lot of products that are really great value for money, or if you're in a budget, they work amazing. So I'm going to try to do this in some order. I'm going to begin with complexion products, and there is only one that is holy grail for me from the drugstore, and this one you can get, I don't know if you can get this in the US, but in Canada this is in all drugstores. It's the Vichy Dermablend foundation. This is a matte finish but doesn't look cakey or flat or dry. It is a medium to buildable full coverage, and a lot of makeup artists actually use this. So this is something I have backups of, or I repurchase all the time. I've been purchasing since the very beginning. This next one I purchased 3 shades in the most medium, in the warm tones. I purchased the lightest, the medium, and the darkest as well. And this is the original L'Oreal True Match. This is how they look. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I think in the drugstore, if you're looking to find a perfect shade match, actually even in Sephora or department or luxury store products, it's almost rare that you really find an exact shade match. And even with myself, depending on the product that I'm using, I would have to mix or customize. And this is the reason why I purchase multiple shades, especially the fairest, the darkest, and of course the medium in the L'Oreal True Match. It has the widest shade range. They come in neutral tones, cool tones, and warm tones. I've purchased the warm tones, which is, Asians in general, regardless of how fair or how dark they are, really are yellow toned. And the reason I know that is because I find myself, even if I can get away or use a neutral or a cool tone, it does not make me look as healthy, or it doesn't complement me as much as a warm toned foundation. And the numbering is very simple as well with this one. The finish of this is medium buildable full, and it is also a matte finish. We'll swatch and show you guys the shades I got. So here are the foundation swatches from your left. This is the, oh no, I don't know if you guys can see that. So from the bottom, this is the Vichy Dermablend in 25 Nude. That is what I use almost on a daily basis, just because it's almost a perfect match to my skin. It's the one beside the darkest one. You almost can't see it. And at the same time, it gives me coverage without having to layer too much and without feeling too heavy. And then these 3 shades here are the L'Oreal True Match. So from the lightest, this is W2, W4, and W8. This is all the warm tone ones. So it's a fairly easy numbering system. There's nothing complicated about the True Match. So it is a matte finish. They don't have any complicated skincare claims or anything like that. It is just simple, straight up foundation, and it's amazing for customizing. So These are the lightest, medium, and darkest shade from the True Match. It comes in cool tones and neutrals as well. The Maybelline Expert Wear Twin Eye and Brow Pencil. So they can be both eyeliner or eyebrow pencils. I usually get, and you get 2 in every package. This is a very old school kind of pencil. It's the taupe or the brown. It's not very creamy, although you can warm it up a bit more creamy if you want, but the pigmentation is on the spot. And you know what, to be honest, when you put it on, it just looks amazing, and for how much it is. And the swatch doesn't give it that much justice, but believe me, I've used this every day. The next products are still from Maybelline, and I think I've had a couple of these shades before. The first one is a 24-hour Tattoo Metal Shadow, and it's the first time I saw this shade, so even if it was the last one, I purchased it. This one is in the shade 70 Barely Branded, and it's like, not painterly, but it's like, I forget the shimmery version in MAC. The consistency is gorgeous, honestly. Like, I think it's even better than the MAC one. I forget what it was. So this is it. Eye Studio in charcoal. I was hoping it was black, but I made a mistake. But nonetheless, I have it on right now, and it still looks good. And it also comes with a very useful and actually a nice, pretty nice liner brush. I mean, you can really tight line with this, or it's workable. Milani did a good job with their mattes. It's long lasting and it's not drying. Of course, I always prime with Matte Naked in 61. And that's what I have on my lip right now. Beautiful texture, really. I mean, I've eaten with this. Of course, I've retouched it, but still. And then I got 2 other shades. One is the pink one, which is 62 Matte Blissful, and 42 Rose Femme. Blissful 62. Gorgeous, beautiful, cool toned, still wearable as a neutral pink. Gorgeous. And then 42 Rose Femme. I don't think this is a matte. So this is number 42. This was, I think, from the new collection. The Revlon Matte Balm has been around for quite a while, but I think this is a new shade. It's 265 Fierce Redoubtable. So that is the Revlon. Okay, guys, so this is Cocoa. It's very pigmented and very creamy. So the next shade is Sand Beige, and this is more of like MAC Spice or MAC Subculture. So this is Sand Beige, the lighter one. Covergirl Outlast, and this is a Longwear and Moisture lipstick. This is a new release. This is 955, and I purchased this because of the color. It's like a brownish red. I mean, beautiful. One lip gloss. This is from Milani, and this is just a very nice bright color for the day, and they're very opaque. The texture and the formula is really nice. So this is the Milani, I think, Ultra Shine in 07 Pink Lady. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the gloss. Very, very opaque. Glosses from NYX, or these are called the Soft Matte Lip Cream number 09, which is Abu Dhabi, and 02, which is Stockholm. Abu Dhabi's gorgeous. This is Abu Dhabi, and this is, they actually smell like vanilla. They actually smell really good. Yeah, Stockholm is a bit more of the peach. So this is Stockholm. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm sorry. Now, these are really long wear. I remember eating out and still having it on. I have this one. This is Rose Natural by Annabelle. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one right here is Rose Natural by Annabelle. It's very pigmented. It's like a brighter, not really just a mauve or a beige pink. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I got mine in 25 medium. It looks like the NARS Creamy Concealer. It's okay. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't exactly super love it. But Maybelline as a drugstore brand does good concealers. And then for palettes, Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in Miami Strip, Healthy bronze glow, and this is how it looks. It's very pretty, and you can really utilize each shade for something different. Like if I want, this is how it looks. I don't know, you guys can see that. Let's get the bronze. It's actually okay to like just put in to retouch, or to even, let's see, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, run it through the bridge of your nose. It's gorgeous. This is the Kiss Ever lashes, and they're 100% human hair. These are the Kiss Ever Easy lashes. They're 100% human hair, and if I recall, I attended the makeup show in 2010 or 2011, like 4 or 5 years ago, one of the first ones in LA, and I really remember falling in love with this lashes called Kiss Kiss, and I have never seen them to date. And it was this coloring, very similar packaging, except very, very similar, I think. So I'm not so sure if this is the company, but I'm giving it a try because I think it might be, and I was in love with it. And then for tools, I repurchased the e.l.f. blush brush, which again, I don't know if I put it aside to pack. And then just of course the Tweezerman slant tip tweezer, which is a must in every kit. And then this is from Quo Contour Brush. Quo is the private label brand of Shoppers Drug Mart. Amazing brushes, you guys. So they're not as inexpensive as Real Techniques, but they're not as expensive. They're priced a little lower than MAC brushes, and for quality, that's, I think, even better than MAC. One of the ones I've always repurchased and have multiples of is the Cream Brush, which is beautiful for concealer or for cream shadow. And then I purchased the Crease Blender brush as well, which is the very fine detailed one. So this is from NYC. It's called Lovotics by Demi. 12 set shadow, and this is the one that really caught my attention because of the uniqueness of the colors it had. Once you have, you know, your basic shimmers. Now I'm gonna swatch, and wait, let me see if I can zoom in. And I honestly think, like, the swatches, they actually look better on the eye, I think. These are how some of the... It was $12.99. It's a 50-piece eye and face palette from e.l.f. It was part of the holiday collection. In the colors to play around with. This is the shadows. These are the shadows, and I love how they're not just basic shadows, but you really can create multicolored looks with this, and they're really not bad. I mean, okay, let's just get this purple here. I still have the old swatches, but this is the purple from the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. And part of the palette that truly excited me, and it's what I have on right now, and it is the face section of the palette. You have multiple bronzing or contouring options. And then the next product is a new one from NYC. It's a foundation stick, and this was $6.96 Canadian, so it's probably much less in US, maybe a $5 product. And then there's only 3 shades. So this is the 102 Natural Beige, which is the medium shade. And I mean, not the best texture or consistency for me, but it's actually a very good match. Let's see if I can find another spot that's better to put it on. Here you go. Have the right tools and you have the technique, you can just make it work. But that's the thing also with inexpensive products, is it entails a lot more work. So it's not just as simple as, you know, a no fail like with the Bobbi Brown. You can just literally draw the stick on your face and it will work for you. With drugstore products, you have to work with it or make it work. So you have to have the skill or the technique to make it look like an expensive product. And last but not the least is this polish that I have on right now. I'm absolutely in love with it, and which is flattering on my skin, which is very hard to find. And this is Virgin Snow 1135 by Essie. I did my nails for the first time in a very long time, just because I don't really have the time to do it here, and it chips every so often. Those are a few of the things you should consider, but definitely there are things in the drugstore that you can get that is really value for money and really will perform or give you the same outcome as a more expensive or luxury product. It's just a matter of balancing what to spend your money on, and then with the preference that you want. But there is always some truth to the fact that you get what you pay for, and there is quality in the products that get to be priced higher. So I hope you guys found this interesting and informative. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.